Canning mistake number 5 is using the wrong type of canner. There are essentially 3 types of canners that are approved for home canning. There are pressure canners, which is what you need for low acid foods such as meat, beans, and vegetables. And then there are water bath and steam canners that can both be safely used for processing high acid foods such as salsas and fruit and pickles. So, there's always the instructions for the recipe that you read will tell you whether it is a water bath or pressure canning recipe. If it says it's a water bath recipe, you can safely use it in a steam canner. You can safely use a steam canner for that. Now, some people swear that you can safely use water bath canners for low acid foods, and it is true that people have done that prior to there being wide availability of pressure canners. The Amish still often do that, and people in Europe often use water bath canning. And so technically you can do that. However, the amount of time that it takes to safely process the food is so long that it's just not worth it. So especially if you are living in the United States or anywhere where you can get your hands on a pressure canner, just buy a pressure canner. Especially if you buy something like a Nesco, which often is just a little over $100, it's well worth the investment because you don't want to have to boil something for 6 hours or 9 hours or whatever and keep it boiling and have to keep adding boiling water to it because you're going to run out of water. It's just not worth it. There's actually a video by Rose Red Homestead on water bath canning low acid foods. And she, in her wonderful scientific way that I love, demonstrates what it would take to safely water bath can low acid foods. And I will definitely link to that in the description, so be sure to check that out because it really gives you some perspective on why it is simply not worth it. So in that video, she explains the algorithm that is used to figure out how long you would need to water bath low acid foods in order for them to be safe. And at sea level, it would be a minimum of 6 hours. And at a higher altitude, such as her altitude is 5,000 feet, it could take a minimum of 18 hours. Now, obviously, you would need to start very early in the morning and you would need to stay up late and you would need to watch it like a hawk. It's simply not worth it. So use the right type of canner for the type of food that you are processing.